Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For anyone who's new here, hi, hello, my name is Nikki. For anyone who's a returning subscriber or returning viewer, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back to see my video. So as you can see from today's title, we're going to be reviewing the holiday scents from the Flaming Candle. Now, there's 7 scents that I have. I also did make them into candles, full-on candles, and test them myself a little over a month ago. So I'm going to talk about the hot throw, well, just give you the reading for the hot throw and the cold throw, in my opinion on them, but also firstly what they smell like out the bottle. So the first one that I have is Old World Christmas, and for this one out the bottle, it gives you this orange smell, like the fruit orange smell. It actually does smell like an authentic Christmas smell. I don't hate it and I don't like it. It's just okay in my opinion. The next one would be North Pole. If you see me looking down, I have the bottles in my lap. This one would be North Pole. For this one, okay, this is like an authentic peppermint candy cane. Like it smells exactly like a candy cane. I actually do like this one. Funny enough, I'm not a fan of candy canes. But I actually do like the smell out of it, and I think I really did like it in the candle as well. Now, the third one is Alpine Cheer. This is my favorite smell out of all 7 bottles. This one, it smells like pine needles. And funny enough, I'm not really a pine needle scent kind of girl, but I actually do really like this one. For some reason, it was my favorite. I made it into some wax melts for myself, and I actually really do like it. It smells as if you know those places where you can go and cut on your Christmas tree for yourself. It smells like you're taking a walk through that area. So yeah, it gives this really nice authentic Christmas tree kind of smell. And the fourth one I have is Snow Fairy. I know I didn't like this one, and for this one, it's very sweet, and I don't mean like candy sweet. Just has this really sweet smell that for me is kind of nauseating. Really not a fan of it, and it was my least favorite smell out of all of them. The next one I have is Harvest Gathering. So, okay, this one is a very authentic Christmas smell as well. Not a fan of it. It is very spicy, very cloverish, black pepperish kind of smell. It's very strong out the bottle. I must say, like super strong out the bottle. My neighbor actually smelled it when I was testing it, and she really liked it. Like I said, not a fan of it. It's a little bit too spicy, a little bit too clovery for me, but a really good authentic Christmas smell. The next one is Winter Wonderland. So for this one, I don't know. There's like small hints of cinnamon for this one. It's a very subtle smell with very small hints of cinnamon. Also a little bit spicy to the smell outside the bottle. I don't know. I think it's very subtle. It's a very subtle fragrance oil. And the last bottle will be Autumn Night. Now this is my second favorite smell out of all of them, and this one out the bottle smells like cinnamon. It has a cinnamon woodsy smell to it. It has a cinnamon male scent to it. I actually really do like this one. I personally like musky woodsy smell, so I knew I would like this one. And this, like I said, is my second favorite, and it has this, I don't know how to say it, it has this cinnamon woodsy smell to it that I really actually very much like. Now we're going to move on to the candles themselves that I made, and I'm going to tell you what the hot throw and the cold throw were on these. And funny enough, my favorite scent was the Alpine Cheer, had the lowest cold throw and hot throw. I don't know if I don't know, but it had the lowest cold and hot throw, which was a little bit disappointing for me, but I'll go ahead and rate them for you so you can see what they were like. So the first one is Old World Christmas, For this one, it didn't really give me a great cold throw. The cold throw was like a 6.5, and the hot throw was a 7, like slightly better than the cold throw. It really honestly wasn't that great. And I tested all of these in my small bathroom. Like I said, the cold throw wasn't that great. The hot throw was just a little bit better than the cold throw. The next one was North Pole. So for the North Pole, this actually gave me a really good cold throw, and a really good hot throw. So I rated both cold throw and hot throw 8 out of 10. Like I said, I really like this one. My apartments literally smell like candy cane for a few good hours even after I extinguished the flame. So really good fragrance oil for soy candles. So my next one was Alpine Cheer. This is the one I love the most. But unfortunately, I gave the cold throw a 6.5, and I also gave the hot throw a 6.5. My bathroom is really small, so for me to give a hot throw a 6.5, it really wasn't throwing that strongly. It smells really strong out the bottle, but in my wax, it didn't really do that great, unfortunately. I feel like maybe if I used it in a paraffin wax, it will give me a stronger throw, which I wish it did. But my favorite fragrance oil, the hot throw and cold throw, wasn't that great. The next one is Snow Fairy. So this one did okay. I gave the cold throw and the hot throw both a 7. It was a bit sweet out the bottle, but it wasn't as strong in the candle, unfortunately. So while I found it overwhelming from the bottle and a little bit nauseating, it didn't do me that bad in the candle. At first, I had the bathroom door cracked just a little bit open because I felt like I would throw up if I smelled too strong. But then I wasn't really smelling as strong out in the bathroom as I did out the bottle, so I closed the door for about an hour while it burned, and it was okay. Like I said, I gave both the cold throw and the hot throw a 7 out of 10 for this one. The next one is Harvest Gathering. This one, wow, I think this one gave me the best hot throw out of all of them. So I rated the cold throw for this one a 7 out of 10, and the hot throw was a 9 out of 10. This was throwing like crazy. My apartment smelled of like very spicy. Wasn't one of my best evenings, but my apartment smelled, actually even the kitchen area, you could smell this very spicy clovery scent out of it. So I did rate this hot throw a 9 out of 10. I think it was the strongest throw-in scent out of all 7. So yeah, the cold throw a 7, the hot throw a 9 out of 10. Right now it still smells very spicy and very clovery to me, but very good throw-in fragrance oils. If you do like that spicy Christmas scent, this would be a great thing for your soy candles as well. The next one was Winter Wonderland. So for this one, the cold throw is really good on it. Like I mean amazing, which is funny because it smelled kind of subtle in the bottle. But I gave this cold throw 8 out of 10. It smells really good, like straight off the bat, it smells amazing. However, the hot throw fell down to a 7. I initially gave it a 6, but then I burned it for an extra hour to see how it really did lower. So the hot throw, I gave it a 7. The cold throw was way better than the hot throw in this one. Like I said, at the bottle, it gave this subtle cinnamon scent, but in the candle, it smells really great. I just wish it threw at an 8 like it did in the cold throw. And the last and final one will be Autumn Night. This one, like I said, my second favorite. I love this one. This is also a very cinnamony type fragrance oil with, like I said before, this woody, musky, masculine smell. I gave the cold throw for this one an 8, and I also gave the hot throw an 8. The hot throw, I could almost give the hot throw a 7, to be honest, and the cold throw an 8. The cold throw for me was way better than the hot throw. Had to burn this a little bit longer to actually give it an 8, like burn it a little bit lower for another extra hour to give it an 8, but I like prefer the scent straight out the bottle than I do in the candle. But like I said, cold throw an 8, hot throw an 8. So these candles didn't really do so bad. I think I did better last year with the Candle Science fragrance. Like those gave a much stronger hot throw, I would say, but a much less cold throw. Because I remember last year I used Candle Science Winterline, and I really liked the hot throw in those, although I was using a different wax. So let's be fair to that. And the cold throw in those candles weren't that amazing, to the point where I thought those candle line wouldn't do so well because there was hardly any cold throw. In these, the cold throw is amazing to it. I just wish for most of them the hot throw would do as amazing as the cold throw. But if you don't like overwhelming, overpowering smell, these will do really good in your soy wax for your winter line. That is it for this video, guys. So those 7 fragrance oil came from, like I said before, the Flaming Candle. Some of them had really great, amazing out the bottle smell. Some of them had really amazing cold throw, with hot throw could do better. And then some of them had really good hot throw where cold throw could do better. So for me, most importantly, the hot throw is the best. Cold throw sell, but hot throw get the customers to come back for more. So if you like my video, guys, please give it a thumbs up, and please comment down below if there's any fragrance oil from either Candle Scent or Flaming Candle that you think are really good, that give you really good hot throw. Let me know down below what they are. I could really try to test some more out. I'm a sucker for Christmas smell. I know Candle Scent had some really amazing one last year, and I haven't tried their one this year. So if you know of any, or any candle supplier that you know have really great Christmas scent, please let me know. I'm always going to try new stuff, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching, and like always, guys, be safe. Bye.